Good morning, everyone, or almost afternoon. I think it's almost lunchtime right now. It is Wednesday afternoon. I think it's January the 10th today. And I am about to embark on a project that is relatively simple project, but I thought it was a great opportunity to get on here and give you just a quick rundown on what exactly bleed through is. I know that we talk about that quite a bit, but there are still a lot of questions out there about what is the best way to handle it. And I had kind of set myself up here to do a little trial, and I thought I'm just gonna pop on and do this live, completely spontaneous. So good morning, Tammy and Bobby. I'm glad you guys are on. Thank you. If you hop on, if you guys could say hi and let me know that you're here, that would be great. If you've got anyone considering painting a piece of furniture or kitchen cabinets, especially that are struggling with what is the best way to prep and if they might have bleed through issues, this is the perfect piece of furniture to give as an example. So if you guys want to share that, that would be awesome. Good morning, Christine and Stacy. How are y'all today? It is really chilly out here. I'm in the garage and my door's open. It's pretty cold. I'm not dressed to paint. I actually went and had some lab work done just now and got back and thought I would just jump on here. So anyway, I'm gonna get to the point. My name is Tracy. I'm with Tracy's Fancy, and I'm a furniture painter and an encourager to all you people out there in the furniture painting land. So this is a dresser that is one of the best examples that I could probably show you for. It's a 100% bleeder. I had no doubt, without even doing a test, that this dresser was going to bleed. This is for a farmhouse nursery that I'm working on installing in the next couple of weeks. It is just going to be a simple, solid white, very, very easy, solid white, lightly distressed, not too much, very clean finish. And hi, Dana. I miss you too, sweetheart. I miss you too. Anyway, they bought it. The client purchased it, and they got it on Craigslist. I think they paid $60 for it. It's a good little dresser. It's solid. Drawers work great. We're doing all white, solid white, even the hardware. I'm not even taking the hardware off. But it is this, it's probably pine, but it has been stained, and it's got a red wood stain on it. It's when they showed up, and in addition to that, it's got some sort of like a black leather top on it, which that's really not so much of an issue. But when they showed up with it, I was like, because I knew we were going white. And I saw it on Craigslist and approved of it. I just didn't realize it was this red. So, you know, if you're wanting to go white, you might want to try to go with a lighter, more of a blonde piece of furniture, maybe some light oak. Going from this dark to white, it takes some prep work. So I want to go over a couple things with you real quick to maybe take some of that guesswork out for you. Hi, Santina. How are you doing? Good. I'm glad that you like these tips. So what I've done real quick here, and I know white does not show up very well on camera. It's got kind of a glare, and I'll bring the phone over here closer in just a second so that you can see up close what I'm talking about, because I've already got some bleed through going on here. A lot of people say, what is that? When you have woods or furniture that has been around the block, just even the wood itself, wood by itself has what's called tannins, T-A-N-N-I-N-S, tannins in it, and that itself can be drawn to the surface. Those wood tannins like to be like sucked forward. I don't understand the chemistry behind it, but it like draws forward to the surface of the wood when you put a water-based sealer to seal your project. You don't sometimes even see the bleed through until you're finished and your project is done, and then you put your sealer on it, and then all this weirdness starts pulling forward to the front. It's usually kind of a pinky, orangey, reddish color, like in the little cracks, and people say, oh, you let your sealer puddle there. No, probably not. It's sucking forward the wood tannins, or maybe it's nicotine exposure. Maybe the piece was in a smoker's home, or maybe it's been stained with previous stains that you're pulling through. What are some other things there's just all sorts of things. So you need to prep them, especially if you're doing dark to light. Okay, so what I've done here already is this right here, this this drawer, I don't know if I'm going to be able to bury. I'm going to take my phone down, okay, guys? Hold on, that's my hand. Forgive me. All right, this drawer, there we go. That's a pretty good representation. This drawer right here, I painted with regular chalk base paint. Okay, this is, I painted with Heirloom Traditions. It's my favorite white. It's called Irish Cream. Great coverage, wouldn't you say? Great coverage. That's 2 coats, great coverage. But it's just raw over wood. We're supposed to be able to do chalk paint right on wood, right? Without any prep. Okay, so that's 2 coats of Irish Cream. This is 2 coats of all-in-one paint. All-in-one paint is an amazing paint. Okay. Real quick, I'm going to show you. I know we're kind of popping in and out. I put a little bit of sealer, just guys, right here, and I think that you can see some bleed through there. I think that you can see this kind of a dingy look. It's in the crack there. You can see kind of a dingy look. So I'm going to put the phone back on the tripod, and I'm actually going to cover that entire drawer. Sorry, I know we're going in and out. It's, y'all bear with me. Bear with me, I'm still here. So anyway, I'm going to put sealer. I'm going to put some clear water-based. This is just water-based sealer, my general finish sealer that I like to use. I'm going to put it all over this drawer now that you guys saw was white. And we're going to let that sit here for just a second. And it's going to slowly start turning kind of a dingy yellow. I have no doubt that that's going to happen. So you don't need a sealer on all-in-one, but the all-in-one you are not going to get a good coverage going from dark to light unless you use a primer. You just aren't. All-in-one saves you the step of having to seal in the end, but when you're going from dark to light, their whites need a primer. So let's talk primer while this dries. In order to stop bleed through, you absolutely are going to have to use an oil-based primer, something that has oil in it that's going to block those tannins. The best thing that I can recommend is shellac. Okay, this is a can of shellac. It's almost empty. I use it all the time. It's like water. This is shellac clear. Clear. They make an amber one also, but I use the clear. Thank you, Liz. I just like to help people. Good morning, Heidi. So this is shellac. I would normally coat this entire dresser in 1 coat of the shellac, and that will stop any bleed through from happening at all. Then I can use my all-in-one, and then I can prime it, use my all-in-one, or I can use shellac and I can use chalk paint and seal, and I don't have to worry about bleed through coming through. But I wanted to do a white primer this time, and I wanted to do a little test. Okay, you can see that this shellac is made by I turned this around so it's hard for me, but y'all can read it. Zinsser is the one who, hi Paula, who makes this product. Okay, these products are also by Zinsser, okay? There's 2 of them. They're both primer. They both say Ben, one says Ben Primer, one says Bullseye Primer. They're both by Zinsser, okay? They're white. I wanted a white primer. Why do I want a white primer? Because I'm using all-in-one paint, and I need to block some of this color. So I need a white primer or a gray primer, but I chose white. But the white primer that I had here at home is, let me show you, what does it say? Water base. Water base. That's not gonna block the bleed through. I'm gonna go to the trouble to put primer on this dresser and then put my paint on it, and I'm still gonna get bleed through because I used water base, because you need an oil-based primer. But when I use shellac by itself, I don't get color blocker. I only get bleed blocker. So does this help you at all? So what I did was I went over there to the hardware store and I picked up, this is a white primer that will block color, but look what's in it. Shellac base. Yes, Deb. Amen. Amen. Exactly. This with the blue label is a water-based white color blocking primer. It will not block bleed through. This is a white shellac base or oil base primer that will block color and bleed through. So this is what I'm going to use under my white dresser. Why would I not want to use this? I would not want to use this if I were going to paint anything other than white. If I were going to paint my dresser black and I wanted to distress it a little bit and bring through a little bit of wood from underneath, I don't want to put white underneath that, because when I distress it, you would see black and then you would see a layer of white and then you would see the wood. That would be silly. So I only would want to use white when I'm trying to block color, because I'm trying to get to white. So I hope that that helps y'all. I hope that that helps you. I'm not going to be able to zoom in and show y'all this because when I moved my phone around, I was losing connection. So y'all are going to have to take my word for it that where this little trimmed out area is settling in here, it looks so gross in there. It's probably dirt, wood tannins, stain. Okay, I'm learning something because I've sold pieces and cherry pieces. Oh, cherry's the worst. With polyacrylic a couple times, which is water-based. And with layering it prevents. Joyce is talking to me, but it was long. I'm not sure what else she said here. Cherry was the worst. I can't tell you guys how many times, y'all know I like to do patterns like Harlequin patterns and stripes, lots of black and white stripes. And I just didn't know this years and years ago. I didn't know. I had no idea. Actually, years and years ago, I didn't know because I used latex paint. I was using latex paint on furniture before the chalk paint craze. And then I heard about the chalk paint craze, and I did of course, I went through all these things. I went through oh, well, that's boutique paint. That's too expensive. I can't afford that. So I went and bought the paint, and I bought the calcium carbonate, and I bought the what is that powdery stuff in the jug that you mix into I made my own in the garage with the latex paint. Well, I wasn't having bleed through problems with that. I don't know how long that stuff lasted because, you get one little nick in that homemade chalk paint, latex paint, and it's going to peel right off. The real paint products, people who really, this is Heirloom Traditions, who really, this is a true chalk-based paint. Okay, also, did y'all know that this is also clay-based? I know that that's a real big deal right now for people to say clay-based paints. All chalk paint has clay in it. Did y'all know that? So Heirloom Tradition is a clay-based paint. If you turn it over, it says that the top 5 ingredients in this paint are listed on the back. And top 5 substrates, we've got water, we got a couple weird names, and the 3rd ingredient is acrylic resin, hydrous, kaolin clay. That is in Heirloom Tradition's chalk type paints. It's also in their all-in-one paints. It's listed as, I think, the 4th ingredient in the all-in-one paint is also clay. Did y'all know that? Yes, so these are clay-based paints. They all are. They all are. So we use this primer with the built-in shellac. Bobby, are you saying that's what makes them great on canvas? So anyway, I don't know. Let's see. I think that's it. I just wanted to tell you. Shellac, clear shellac. If you are going with, if you're not trying to color block and you just want to block tannins, clear shellac. Absolutely. If you want to color block and you want to use a white primer and you want to block tannins because you're going to work on kitchen cabinets that are cherry or mahogany and you're trying to go light, you have got to block those, you guys, with an oil-based primer. So this Zinsser Ben primer shellac base, I'm going to be honest, I have an Amazon shop and I put my products that I love in my Amazon shop, my influencer shop, but I don't have this in there yet because I haven't used this yet. This will be my first time to use this. So I will use it on this project and let you guys know what I think. So anyway, does anyone have any questions? I've been yapping, so I haven't been watching the screen very much to see what you guys have to say. Anyone have any questions? Well, I'm going to tell you what color I'm going to use this. I'm using the new all-in-one. I can't wait. It's supposed to arrive today, actually. It's called Coliseum. It's their new white. I have always preferred the chalk paint from Heirloom Traditions called Irish Cream because it's kind of a softer marshmallow. It's not a harsh, bright white. It's a really soft white. That's what this is right here. And so Coliseum is, I'm hoping, going to be along that Irish Cream line. They're saying it's got a little bit of a tan tone to it, or a earthy tone to it. So I'm hoping that and I'll let you guys know what I think about that color when I get it, because it's brand new. In fact, I think they just put it on Amazon today, and I haven't put that in my shop yet. So yeah, cherry is the worst. Well, I hope you guys think that this was good information. I wanted to do this test myself, and I know it doesn't show up very well for you, so you just kind of have to take my word for it. But that looks dingy. It looks like someone spilled coffee inside there. So that, that would happen. It would happen. It happens to people all the time. And this one actually turned kind of an orangey, ambery color. Sometimes they turn hot pink. I mean, I've had like purple almost pull through. So anyway, I wish you guys best of luck with your projects that you've got going on. Haven't used it, but have it. Reminds me of Farmhouse and Finish All and Irish Cream. Oh, good, Deb. Deb, was that you that said that? I hope it is Irish Cream. I haven't used the Farmhouse. So yeah, I'm hoping that we are going with an Irish Cream look. Y'all are so welcome. Y'all are so welcome. This is such an ugly angle, isn't it? It's an ugly angle. There we go. That's better. Look up my nose. Anyway, you guys, good luck with your project. Shoot me questions anytime you have any questions at all. Shoot me messages, comments in the comments. I get back with you. And thanks for all your support. And I love you guys. And I got to go change clothes and get busy because I got a baby dresser to paint. Okay, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.